Am I online? Am I streaming? I kind of lost connection there. Yeah, I kind of just DC'd. Got our leather. We should be able to check our leathery glaze. I'm not sure if I am back on or not. I think I should be. That's why I said, like, this game really makes my room overheat. The video card is just going full fucking blast. Just so I have to have the AC on, just trying to cool it down. Hopefully I should be back. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, this has my video card overheating like a motherfucker. I have to keep the AC on and or it'll overheat, and still then it's still overheating. It's my fan is going at full fucking speed with the AC blowing on it. I'm like, okay, they could use some optimization over there, or it could just be the fact that I have an old video card and I kind of need it upgraded, but I'll go ahead and try to stay on for a little bit longer. You know, I've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying showing you guys and all that. And, you know, my wife still has like an hour or two left. Answer her. We were supposed to be getting a storm, but that storm never, I guess, happened. It got all windy, 40-mile-per-hour wind, and out of nowhere just stopped. It's like, yeah, no, fuck it. One, it's hot as hell. Two, there's a giant bay window size, like, window right there. Like, it is bad, the heat, and then you put inside the tiny little room a fucking space heater inside of a corner right next to that giant window that I'm trying my hardest to keep covered so that none of that hot air or that hot sunlight can shine in here. It's just not the best type of room for trying to dissipate any type of heat. It keeps any smoke, heat, smell, anything that involves any type of circulation. You can keep the door open and it will literally just not go anywhere. I don't know if we need this, but let me check. Let's check. Bricko. No, Bricko, you're good. You don't need it. And that has 2 minutes left still, which is fine. Let's check over. I don't know. Yep, we have 10 ready to be collected. We do 9 more. Let's get a nice collection of star bulbs, or the mashed star bulbs for all of my cooking needs, because I know I'm gonna run into the issue again. But all of this just to go into making my T2 clothes and my well, just technically my tools. Only just my tools. I don't even know what goes into clothing yet. I don't even know what goes into the ring or any of that. I just know I'm gonna need the ingot, the leather, and the I guess string, which is why I need to get the tailoring up. Tailoring. What are we at? 18 tailoring, and we have the 18 leatherworking. get these up to T2, and I should be able to start working on and get this up to T2. I can start working on getting my ring made up, and everything is just a matter of getting everything built up to T3. And we have 3.3k of the hex coins ready for us to go ahead and get our settlement claim. The work in progress. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, you're a citizen of Tortuga. Hello, Mr. Tortuga Man. How are you doing? I hope you are enjoying your life, Mr. Tortuga Man. Yes. Come on, any day now. Any day now. You know you want to hurry up. You're like, oh, the crafting speed. Yep, come on. At least I'm not the only one here. I'm one of the few stragglers that have not left the newbie settlement. That's why I'm trying to work on getting all of these tasks done. Once I get the tasks enough to get the money, simple as going ahead, buying it, and putting the materials into getting the settlement, then I can go ahead and start asking, hey guys, I need help with the materials. Can I get some assistance? Help me, help me. I have gathered, but I can't craft anymore. They're all continents on the same layout, or are they all different? Because what you heard, there's no multi-servers. Yeah, there's no multi-servers. It's all, here's your world map, monk. You have 27 different little regions you can spawn in. Give you an idea. Yeah, so if I wanted to, I could sail from one end to the other end. I could walk from one end to the other end, or blah blah blah. It will just take you some time. There are teleporting. It takes the teleport little energy here, which will go ahead and respawn. And the more items that are in your inventory, the more that'll cost you to go ahead and teleport. If you're in the same region, it shouldn't cost that much, but I'll give you an idea of just what all the costs can be. Go over here to the ruined Waystone. You can just do this a couple different ways. You have all of the Waystones from all of the different regions you can go to. You can search for a certain one. So let's see. Yeah, if I knew the names, I'd be able to tell you, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what these mean, but you got Redfen and Glitmore. That's where I am currently. Or at least those are the closest ones to me. So if you guys are in there, I guess I'm in the Marindel region. I'm still trying to figure out, like, all of it. How to tell which ones are which, or what regions, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, and you can also... I guess it's all. refresh, even though it doesn't really do anything. And you can go ahead. Oh, okay. So you can see where that lodestone is. Yeah, that's 1 region, 2 region, 3 region, probably 4, 5, 6. You get the idea. So that is interesting. The most I teleported was from the ocean over here, so it's not like I got to really play around with it. What was I doing? Was I over here? Not capes, but you... Actually, I don't even fucking know, to be honest with you. I know that there's Empire capes you can go ahead and get, like, if you're in an Empire and you're, I guess, an officer or whatever. Not just a citizen, but, like, an actual guild member or whatever, you have a cape. I don't see anyone around here with a cape on. But I'm pretty sure if I ran to their Empire, I'd be able to find it. It's just a lot of play... There you go. Oh, you missed him. Yeah, see? Right there. If he wasn't fucking in there, but... And as you can see, that Empire is... right there. I just don't know about the skill capes. Let me look. Let me look. Achievements. Profession. Let's go carpentry. And clothes, shoes. Yeah, no cape. But they do have their own little clothes that you can get once you hit level 40. It wouldn't shock me. They did the milestone for unlocking the capes and all, so you know it's still a possibility that they can do or they can add. You have to do the fertilizer first or the seed, whatever the fuck we were doing over here. I just can't remember which one we were doing. Oh yeah, we're finishing that. Silly me. I like the outfits. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at people running around. I'm like, oh man, that's really nice. I wish I had that. I wish I could make that. I was over there thinking that was T2. So now I'm like trying to rush into T2. I mean, I should have been rushing anyway into T2 and higher, but found out that they're the T3 little class profession clothes, which is nice. I'm like, ooh, I can look snazzy. I'm gonna have to go with that one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start making content on this. I want to make guides to go ahead and show people like little odds and ends or like if there's an update or anything coming out. I'm in the Discord watching their little little feedback things and shit, just keeping an eye on if there's gonna be a new update, if there's gonna be a hot fix or anything. I'm just gonna try to, I don't know, build a community around this over here. At least until they get to a point where they either shy away from their original goal or, you know, I just finally get burned out from it. But so far, I've been enjoying the last almost 35 hours that I put into the game so far. Like, this is the type of game that I'll have on the side running with Black Desert. Blame it. That give combat cooldown. Yeah, I have to get an idea of how I'm gonna do the videos, but it's been something that I've been sitting there playing around mentally. I'm like, yeah, I really need to lean heavy into it or something. A brand new game, how can you not? It's a brand new game that you're enjoying. How could you not? We'll hold off on. Well, technically, it doesn't really matter. I don't have the materials for it. I'd have to learn everything in the tier 1 in order to go ahead and progress to tier 2. Yeah, like little information like that. You know, it's not going to be, showing you how to do T1 to T10 or whatever the fuck the highest is, but, just trying to get you started after you get done the tutorial, which is like pretty self-explanatory. Like, I don't think I've had any more straightforward tutorial than, hey, here's how to walk. Hey, you have gathering and crafting, so here's a bunch of tools you can go ahead and use. And oh yeah, if you need a town and to be able to teleport back, here's where you can do that. And oh, here's a little hand cart if you need to be able to transport things, the heavier items. And okay, have fun. Oh, we'll teach you how to, tier up your stuff to T2 to let you know, like, you should be progressing like that. But other than that, like, they were not holding your hand on anything, which I do appreciate. Just a little slap on the ass. Here's where to go and have at it. If you make it there, you make it there. If not, well, happy traveling. Good luck. And not just because, like, oh, the game is Korean and the translations are wrong, or the game is so old that the information that they're giving us is like really bad and outdated. Like, no, they were like, this is all you get. Nothing more, nothing less. You're also excited for the player market here for some actual real market trading, something you'd like to be. Yeah, your market is not limited by the game company. Pluribus is not gonna step in and control everything like they do. Like, it's nice. It's a change of pace. I can go ahead and list that for 25, and if you feel as though, yeah, that's a good little baseline to start from, you can go ahead and put it for 25, or you can be that guy that undercuts. It goes by your region, and if your region is not, I guess if your region is too expensive or you're not able to get the deal that you're looking for over there, you can travel to another region's market and check there. The prices are not tied between the regions. The market, the storage and all that are not tied. If you need to move, you need to run anywhere, you have to manually go there yourself. Oh, and when the payment is done, you have to manually go there yourself and collect it. Like, all of the orders that I have in here, if I was to go over to a different region, I'd have to go and interact with all of these orders to go ahead and, deal with them there. There, I'm gonna keep that at that. I'm gonna keep those there. I mean, technically, if you really want to get technical, I mean, you're going to be paying more for seafood over here in Colorado than what you'd be paying over there on the coast. Like, if you have the ocean right there in your backyard, you'll probably be paying a lot less for the shrimp, and you have a more variety of seafood available to you, opposed to coming over here to Colorado where you're landlocked and you don't have any of that. You have to pay extra. What do we need next? We need tailoring and leatherworking. We are more close to the leatherworking, so we'll go ahead and continue doing the hunting. Oh, before I get too far out, let's go ahead, throw that down because I don't need it. Throw you down because I don't need it. throw you in because go fuck yourself. And check our traveler tasks. Make sure I don't need to take anything out. Trim. Now you good. Heimlich. I need mushrooms. Technically, mushrooms and meat, which we can get rid of all that meat. So technically, let's grab that again. God damn. Just in case you didn't need it. You do. I don't know what that does. I keep seeing it. What are you? Where do you go? What? What the fuck? A mining hovel? Oh, man. Are you kidding me? That's cool. Huh. Bad if you're a solo player. A community-driven game, if you are just running around solo, you're kind of going to be capped on how much storage like you have available, but I'm going to try to get the settlement going and seeing if like maybe I can go ahead and do something like maybe if I get the storage chest over there, it'll help me out. But right now, starting out as a solo player, you should focus on getting one compendium done. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is that? I keep seeing it. And I never really wanted to run down there to actually like see what it was. Okay, interesting. I like that. So I'm wondering if that's going to be like a thing in the higher zones too. Like I can get the pyrite or the T3 and T4 like that. Maybe I can make my own like for the settlement. You know as much as I do, all right? I'm just hoping. Keep you right there so I can at least see what the fuck I'm doing. I don't want the lavender. My wagon right there. All of this just to get our little E2. I really am. I really just enjoy MMOs in general. I just don't like when they lie to you and try to tell you not to mention anything about it because you're the one that's in the wrong. Or, you know, hey, we need feedback to help build the game. And then when you give the feedback, you're actually killing the game instead. Like, I kind of get annoyed with that. You know, I'll even play the really, really, really bad ones that you know is just a cash grab if there's some type of, like, little feature about it that's enjoyable. But, like, a lot of this whole give me feedback, we're gonna help change the game from all these, like, AAA companies and they make it worse, or they change your idea to a cash grab, or they just don't put the passion into something, you know, like how that whole Heidel Ball was. Like, it really makes me want to go find other smaller games and not really discriminate. Like, as long as the enjoyment is there, I don't really mind paying the money, but the enjoyment has to be there. Like, even going through the Steam reviews and, you know, hearing about how players were upset about the crafting and gathering speed, I'm like, crafting? Gathering? Fine. What does it look like? let me take a gander at it. Let me see if it's going to be something worth my time and effort. Opposed to, oh man, they said gathering and crafting takes so long. I can't really enjoy my life, and I should really rethink myself. I gotta shy away from that one. Like, I know how MMOs go. You don't play an MMO for that instant gratification. You play that MMO to maybe one day in a year or two get something really done and accomplished, and players around you will go ahead and be like, oh my god, Monkey, you're fucking amazing. You've got that treasure item. I wish I could be like you. Or in two games I know that take players' opinion and vote like really seriously. They actually listen to the feedback and give you a newsletter. Yeah. Fucking RuneScape. And Schedule 1. I think more along the lines of Schedule 1, like doing it recently because like they kind of had that legal trouble and they want to stand themselves out. And what better way to stand out from like the that one drug lab game than to listen to your players and, you know, change the game according to how their feedback is. Like, oh, well, we want to be able to do this and do that standing upside down. Well, you know what? That other game doesn't have it, and they're trying to say we're copying them. So, you know what? Fuck it, Jim. Greenlight it. Which I appreciate that more. That shows you have like passion on trying to keep your community going, opposed to keeping your wallet going. You know, please support us. Hello, miss. How you doing? We're out here playing our Bitcraft Online. We should be able to do the T2. I need to get my leather working in order to make the actual tools. But I got my carpentry up. I got my smithing, my mining. I'm able to actually chop down the trees. I just can't, I think, make them like shave them down to be able to, I guess, use them for the smelting for the T2. The leatherworking and the tailoring I have to get up to T2 in order to capitalize on all of the items. And so I can actually, you know, smelt down the T2 items or craft up any of them. It's all tied into one another. Hell yeah, let's go. Got that Bitcraft Online action going again. We got that T2. I'm trying to get our settlement. Once we can get a settlement, we're really going to be big ballin'. I think I'm going to call it the Shy Nation. Yeah. And I'll name it a little bit weirder too, so that it's like, I like how, I just want to point out to everyone that is like wondering about the whole controls and everything. Like, yes, I get that it is a PC game, and you know, just because you have a controller or a keyboard, the controls and everything. I'm sorry, I'm reading a comment about the controls are awful. It doesn't have the WASD controls. What PC game in 2025 does not have WASD controls? Like, if they correct this oversight, it'll be a better game. Like, not every game is made for you, bro. Like, I'm sorry, I'm tired of the companies trying to please everyone. Stop trying to please everyone and just focus on pleasing yourself. You'll get a better game and better results if you just do what you want. Please yourself. So I'll like your project a lot more if you have passion in this or that, because you like it and it's something that you want, opposed to, well, Jim said that the controls are fucked up, so we have to go back and change the whole entire engine to go ahead and fix it because he says it's real fucked up. And if Trindify says that it's all fucked up, then clearly there's a problem and everything. Like, it's just not made for you, bro. And it's not an oversight. Like, not every game has to come out with like control support and it has to have 4K graphics. And you have to have a 6090 super quattro AMD ATI merger fucking card in order to, like, I'm tired of that dumb shit. Like, not everything needs to be made by, like, you. Yeah, not all games need WASD. Yeah, no. RuneScape and fucking Path of Exile. Thank you. Really good games, too. Really, really good games. I need mushrooms made. I know, it's just really funny listening to, or reading comments and stuff like that. Like, you know, there are more popular and more successful games than probably the games that you're playing right now that doesn't even have the WASD, right? But, you know, it's just an oversight. It's an oversight. Clearly, they did it against you. Personally, they chose you. They targeted you. I need you. Tasks. 3.4K. Oops. Oh, whoopsie. I gotta stop clicking too high. Oh, where are we? Okay, cool. I'm just checking the Steam charts to see where everyone is ranked currently. I always like to go ahead and check. You never know. Do I have any mushrooms in here? No, I have no. Never, ever, never not. Back out to grab some then. Always a traveler task. Always a fucking traveler. Yeah, I'm like, what do you need? Roasted ocean. I don't have ocean because I need the chum. But I need the meat for the chum. So I'm gonna have to go gather the meat from the hunting. It's always something. Always going out and having to collect yet another item. Where are the animals at? Come on, stop hunting down all the animals so close. I don't like to run. Running is for people that like to exercise. Wait, where's my wagon? For now, we're not so solo friendly. Oh no, it's not supposed to be a solo friendly type of game. It's a community MMO. You should be working with communities, working with other people to go ahead and progress through the game. It's extremely difficult for a solo player to go ahead and try to play the game, but it, I mean, it kind of says it in the description of what it is. If you can get past that and, you know, talk to players or interact with everyone, then yeah, it'd be different. I don't know. I'm not into the whole idle type of games. I like to play a game when, you know, the game is playable. You know, everyone to each their own. Yeah, my main biggest like gripe with Black Desert is the fact that it's all being made into a more AFK type of game, and I kind of want to be active. They could work on their crafting times a little bit, their gathering times, you know, tighten it down a little bit shorter, just a little bit, nothing too extreme, but for the most part, like, you know, for a community game, I kind of don't think it's really community oriented if you're minimizing this into a taskbar and not looking at anything. You're not conversating, if you're not trying to build the world around you and you're only playing it solo, yeah, it's going to be a little difficult. And it's not exactly going to be a game for you. It's not a solo player, which, you know, I'm more like inclined to jump into this because it's not a solo type of game. I get the, you know, wanting to play a solo and all that. For me, I just need something that puts me in a community and that is not behind, like tied behind a paywall on that community. You know, you can go out and do this, but oh, if you want to really do it, you have to put in money for it. Or you know, everyone else out there is doing it a lot better than you, and you know, they put the money into it. You have to put this amount of money into it if you do put money into it, and blah, blah, blah. I like being a part of the community. I like being a part of the whole world building and, you know, just progressing long term instead of that. I'm a solo. I get everything thrown right at me. Like, they made it 2 times to 5 times harder for a solo player to really do anything. I mean, it could be done. You see me, I'm running around. I'm almost at my full T2. Just the skills alone, I have to get the gear made up, but you know, it's still able to be done. It's just you have to be a part of a community. The best way I can describe it, in a game about rebuilding civilization, are you going to be able to build a whole entire city by yourself? Like right now, could you build the city of Seattle right now by yourself? No. Too much resources, too much time, too much like effort, just a lot of things go into building that town. But you could build a house. You can go ahead and build a little hut for yourself. You can do that. It's like that. You can build a little, I guess a settlement claim, get a little minor town started. But for anything more than that, you'd have to really rely into other players helping you. You know, you're a part of a civilization. You're not a hermit. And if you do play as a hermit, you know, hermit life is not exactly the latest and greatest. You're not going to be able to go to a fucking Walmart and get a pack of pierogies and cook them like every night. Like, it's going to be harder. Yeah, like I do respect it and I get it. The gathering and crafting could be a little bit slow or a little bit faster, but other than that, you know, it's the first week of early access. There's going to be hiccups. There's going to be like values that need to be adjusted and fixed and everything. But, you know, you have 2 years. In those 2 years, hey, you never know. It could be something that you like. Yeah, it was person to person interaction opposed to the solo, I'm going to run around all by myself. Like literally the market, the way the regions are, having to no shared storage. You have to actually travel and move the items around if you want to move said items around. Like, they really leaned more heavy into the interacting with other players opposed to going off on your own and pretending like the whole world doesn't exist. You are the main character. Like in this game, you are not the main character. You're not the savior. You're not gonna roll up on a wagon, you know, kill a couple gods, and you are now like 5 expansions deep into being a fucking god slayer that ended the world, brought it back, went back in time, and now you are like the epitome of like all creation. I'm tired of that trope. Like, I want something where I'm interacting with people, you know, there's like other things going on around the world other than me, like the competition that they're running over in one of the regions just for the fun of it. And then the option for the role playing. Once they get everything, you know, more suited, like I want to be able to, you know, do merchant caravans. I want to be able to do this and do that. Like, with them focusing more on that player interaction, I'm pretty sure they'll be more inclined to getting, you know, systems like that figured out and worked on. Stupid traveler tasks. They're good money, but such a long hassle if you don't have the materials already for them. We'll drop down that, make it even. Already gave him the meat. And the other ones, me check what I need for chum. Chummy chum, chum chum, chummy chum. Yeah, yeah. Uh, fish and meat. Fish and fucking meat. I'm back to hunting. No, I'm not back to hunting. I need the fish, though. That's what I do need. You had mushrooms, but get rid of that out of the storage. Too much room. That's what I'm telling you guys about. Like, if you are trying to focus on all of this and not focusing on just one part of the compendium, you'll run out of your room really quick as a solo player. That's why you gotta cut it down. Only focus on one at a time. Yeah, I need to get... That's why I'm trying to get my settlement started. I want to slowly start focusing on the terraforming. You know, doing all of that. Paving, shaping, pillar shaping, planting, empire interior decorating, you know, all of that. I want to start to really dabble into. And this is only the foundation. You have all this shit for foundation and, you know, up until T4, I think. There's a lot. There's a lot that it can come out within the next 2 years. And I'm so excited to go ahead and continue down this process or this testing. You know, even if it's on the side of another game, I still find it enjoyable. I'll play my Black Desert and this at the same time. Keep one over here, this one going on. You know, switch off. I'll be fishing on one, fishing on this, smelting on one, smelting on this, vice versa, doing the opposite. So it's just fun to have, fun to do, and so far I cannot complain. All right, we gotta go check another one. Let's check. You don't have anything I can really make yet. Yeah, because I need to do the gathering of the other materials first. So I need the regular fish. Regular fish is going to be made up into the chum. Then from the chum, I can go ahead and start collecting the other things. So one thing at a time, one thing at a time. We need the leather. This is where I get sidetracked. This is why you need to focus on one profession at a time. You really, really need to. I'm hard-headed, though. I am really hard-headed. Yeah, you're getting stuck on all those flowers. Nothing you can really do, huh? Oh, hey, look. That's what I mean. There's mounts. By the way, he said the taskbar mode personally would be your chat. Not use the built-in chat with your guild. You use Discord or another third-party software so everyone can see what happens in the game. Oh, yeah. But no, they're leaning more into the, like, being online, interacting with the world type of, like, play. Why can't I summon my wagon? Oh, yeah, that's right. My wagon is somewhere and I don't know where. Huh. Where? Probably back where the leather working area is. Whoops. It's totally awkward. I swear, guys, I normally know where I parked my wagon. I had a couple to drink earlier, and I think my wagon might be parked over at the leather area. It might be parked over at the well. I'm not sure. It was a crazy fucking night. A real crazy night. Hey, my wagon. Found it. I guess I mean, while I'm over here, I might as well. Might as well. Gotta grab this little bastard with me. Now let's go. $12, but it's mainly the leather working that I'm gonna have to do. As long as I can get the materials. Officer, that totally isn't my wagon up in that tree. It's your wagon. And what do you mean? I didn't put it there. You put it there. Some wild fucking leather working I did. You know, you have never leather worked so hard until you black out and can't remember where your wagon is. Okay, so I have a theory to this. We're gonna go ahead and chase him more towards my wagon. Make my job easier. Closer, closer, closer. Any other birds? Anyone? All right. I tried. Go over there. Should just take those to go ahead and cap this out. Get our T2 and... Is that a bird? It is a bird. That view distance, though. That view distance, though. I mean, damn, is that a bird? Bird was that word? Making our way downtown with a bird on our back, bleeding out. I hunted it. Need my wagon. Hurry up, get onto your wagon, you know, slow ass moving robot. I can't even blame it on you being a short fucking shy that's dumb as fuck and doesn't listen. Like, this one, you're a robot mannequin, probably with a soul. I'm not exactly sure how and all we're running around. I don't know who made us. I don't know if we're like a possessed mannequin, a robot, the dude down at the corner remote controlling us. Like, I don't really know. I don't think there's really that lore into the game yet. Not yet. Like, they got little basics. And if they do have it, I clearly need to go back to paying attention because your boy doesn't know how to read. I hit R. I hit R and that's all I know how to spam. I'm from Black Desert. Find out what time she's done work and get this chopped down, or not chopped down, but skinned and butchered. The people are the lore. No, I'm saying, like, what are we? Like, what type of robots are we and what happened? Like, that type of lore I would love to know about. Anything else? Yeah, no, we are the lore. You know, one dude is rage baiting that dude. Well, we know he was born just a little psychotic. You know, that region over there, that one's a little special, you know. That's the lore. I like that lore. Like, apparently the kingdom over here in my region are, I guess they're bloodthirsty or they're really, really hostile. So I know, like, okay, that's going to be an aggressive empire. I don't want to be around them, and just watching them talk in the chat, it's like, all right, there goes our lore. I'm like, yeah, no, they lean really heavily into the social interaction, and you can tell. You can just look at it and tell, like, yeah, there goes all that social interaction. There doing this, doing that. Why is that capped? Social. Refined items are used for building settlements. In the higher tiers, they required to make certain items. There are limits to the items you... Oh, the numbers of claims you can have. You can only have one claim per person. They're over there talking. Like, ooh, chat bubble. Lovely. I have the bubbles popping up so I can see it over here. It adds the whole immersion. Saw gang gang. Keep it up, king. Oh, the region chat or the local chats get funny. That's what I mean. Like, you have to really be a social player to enjoy the game. Solo, just not really your thing. Or it's not going to be the thing in here. You can attempt it. You can try it. They're not telling you, like, we're going to stop you. It's just, they're not going to hold your hand. We're going to try our luck at nomad fishing. Get my little fishing hut set up in the small remote corner of the world and come back with my little fish every so often. No, that's gonna be like putting me behind so fucking much. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll go ahead and do it because why not? Three of those out. Check. That should be done. Remember, always have your smelter, your loom, your farming going, your little masonry thing, your oven, your kiln. That's what it is. But your mason kiln, your oven, just if it's able to be done passively, try to always get it queued up so whenever you're out there doing something, you come back and you get something back for just coming back, you know? Get a little progress done. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's head back. I need to either get rid of these or... Yeah, we'll get rid of them. Just because we're going to go back out and fish for the chum needed for our ocean fishing. Because I really want to get started on that expedition. I want to go for our T2 fish just because, like, I've never done it. I want to be able to say I've done it. Mainly all. Clink, clink, clink. They could have made the blacksmithing sound a little bit better. Yeah, they could have made the blacksmithing sound a little bit more metallic. But more of that little king sound. I'm buying all the T2 rare tools. Oh, and there's rare... How are there rare T2 tools? Like, god damn it. It costs around 5k of the hex coins, and let me go find out real fast. So that's what I'm currently working on getting myself. I kind of played around with the marketplace and not in a good way. I wasted my money that I made. Not here. I gotta figure out which NPC it is. One of them has a deed for me, or deed I can use. I don't think it's gonna be you with the sailing. There goes my skiff. Flipper. Maybe the skiff that I'm gonna need next. Training. Try him over here. Like I said, I can't remember which one exactly. I think it's here. Any day now. Where are you, trader? There. The writ of settlement. Yep, they can invite. Blah blah blah. Used to build a settlement. I think this is how you do it. The writ of settlement foundation, and then it'll take the beginner's codex times 10 and 5 times the hex coin. Yeah, it the in game. Now, when it comes to the actual empire and trying to go down that route, like for the guild versus guild, you know, that whole type of shit, that's where it starts to get into the premium currency, and you know, you'll be charged for having your empire showing up on the map. That's all. Like if you want to own an empire, it'll cost you real money, but if you want to own a settlement, you know, just live off the land and things like that in someone else's empire, you know, you can do that completely for free. Everything can be done in game. It's just the empire versus empire, that whole aspect, that's where the pay to win comes in. And it's like you can only pay for the currency to go ahead and supply your empire's upkeep, because you have to pay for using the upkeep. You look, it'll take the hexite shards. Those are what are used to go ahead and pay for the empire, I guess, upkeep. I don't really know. I haven't really looked into it because that's not something I'm really going to be leaning into. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me answer this phone call real fast. Probably my wife is done. And look, it looks like I was right. Seems pretty fair. You mean the devs need to make their money somehow? I mean, they're making their money. Like, they'd make a lot of their money back if they went ahead, or just because of their early access, you know, so it's not that bad. But yeah, no, just for paying for the upkeep, I can't really complain. The Empire cosmetics, you know, they'll go ahead and tie that into the little cash shop. But for right now, nothing else. There's no plans on adding this. There's no plans on adding that. It's just, so far so good. I don't know what I needed those nails for, and I don't think it'll tell me. Oh, an elevator. Ouch. Damn, I broke my nail and it fucking pulled my hair. Okay, that's cool. I built those nails for nothing. Waste of a whole bar. But now I know. We're still making leather. Leather. And make sure. Yeah, cool. Gotta get that good supply of leather. I have to get into the whole mentality of trying to recycle the materials into the other professions, so I'm not just throwing out this and having to go back out and grab this because I need more, and I kind of fucked up and I should have been this and I should have been saving that. Like, I have to get into that mentality. It's just a lot harder when you are kind of a solo player. You don't have the storage, the settlement to be able to go and dump everything into it. Once I get more of the gameplay loop all figured out and at least get a settlement, it should be a little bit better. And once I get a settlement, I can go ahead and start like, you know, hey, I'm gonna invite you like into the settlement. You know, you wanna be a shy wannabe? Come on in. You know, just random shit like that. But I first have to get that settlement. What's the benefits of leveling a skill up? Being able to use the materials, the tools and everything to gather or craft said materials. Like, just because you say, let's take a look at my professions real fast. So one thing that I ran into yesterday is just because I had the tier 2 axe, I did not have the skill to be able to use it. The thing that goes in with it is the higher your skill, the more total power that you're using per cycle, the time that'll take per cycle, and the gathering or crafting speed on the cycling, whatever you're doing. As you can see, 10, 11, 10. Yeah, these just the usual, but you know, once I get them higher, you know, and I have a T3 and that's T2, T1, you'd be able to see like, okay, this is the difference here, that's the difference there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's why I'm like, ooh, this is a lot more meaningful than Black Desert because you technically, I don't even have to do any of that. I can go ahead and craft and do a lot of the life skills without having to put that time and effort into progressing said life skill. And I think that's what really bugs me. The lack of end game. And you can have end game in a sandbox type of thing. You know, just add on the extreme limitations that where the time it takes to the skill needed and blah 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 like will really take what it feels like to be end game, you know? Something, anything. Do I want to? Do I want to? Like, this has end game with their tiers, you know, like the another tier gets me more. I can do this. Black Desert is okay, so I hit Guru. Now what? Okay, I hit Guru 15. Now what? I want meaning. Literally, just I want meaning. Here. What's he doing? I don't even know where he went, but I don't know what he's doing. I can hear him. Let's take this back home, and I have to start ending this off because the wife is on her way home. Didn't take me that long of a walk. In theory, it shouldn't. But considering I am all the way on the opposite end, oh, ouch. It'll take me a little bit longer than I thought. My bad. Totally my bad. Farming, hunting. Oh, it wasn't that far off. Never mind. Over here lying to you all, talking about I'm on the opposite end. Don't listen to me. Oh yeah, I hope I, at least put this on anyone's radar if you guys are, trying to find a new MMO to play. If you guys are just, looking to see what's coming out for the near possible future. Just, I know it's not going to be like next year, but in 2 years, maybe the game could be somewhere worth like actually playing. It could actually stand on its own. You never know, but I hope I put this on you guys' radar. If you guys want to check out the game yourselves, wishlist it. The link to the website and the Steam is over on my YouTube channel in the descriptions down below. So I'm going to go ahead and end this off here. If you guys are watching me over there on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. And it's very important, turn on all those notifications. I think that's the most important thing other than subbing. It'll go ahead and alert you guys when I'm actually live. If you guys are watching me over there on Twitch, be sure to follow me so you also know when I go live. Huge shout out to all of my channel members over there on YouTube. You guys are fucking amazing. And huge shout out to all of my subbies over there on Twitch. You guys are also amazing. I could not do this without any of you guys coming in here and just talking to me and wanting to show any type of interest in the stream and the games that we play. And I will be back on tomorrow to go ahead and probably do more of our Black Desert training and sniper hunting to do our enhancing. And then after that, we're going to be jumping back in here, getting our T2 progress done. I'll give you guys an update on my progress that I do when I'm offline, because I still continue playing when I'm done. And I don't know, I'm just straight addicted to the game so far. So now I'll give you guys an update. I will not keep you guys in the dark, and we will have another Black Desert and Bitcraft Online stream tomorrow. So if you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Keep gathering out there, everyone.